So guys, just before we get into the video, these are the Amazon Prime Flash Day sales that Gaahleri are putting on. The prices that you see on the screen are the prices with their reduced rates. If you go into the description below, we can give you another 10% off of those rates between the 23rd of June and the 26th of June. So yeah, grab them while you can and enjoy them as much as we've enjoyed them. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So a huge thank you to Gaahleri for this one. They are sponsoring the channel on this video. We have been sent by them their Advanced Series Seeker Airbrush, and we are going to be comparing it to the Rosemary Amazon airbrush that I've been using for a while. These are both beginner ranges, so we are going to see whether the £20 Amazon Rosemary airbrush, how it does against the £49 roughly Gaahleri Advanced Seeker series. So like I said, Gaahleri have sponsored us with this video with the airbrush. They've also sent us some paints and some varnish and primer. We'll be reviewing those as well, and we are going to use those paints to collaborate this video and be fair, so we are using the same paints for both airbrushes. Leo will be joining us. He will be giving us his opinion, and we will see from a complete beginner what he feels about the Amazon one and the Gaahleri. Just a quick one, Gaahleri have given us some discount codes. They will be in the link and the description below. Please feel free to use them. You will get 10% off on Amazon and I think a 10% off on their website. This video is going to come out on the 23rd, which will obviously be today, of June, and that will be the start of their Gaahlerie's Prime Day flash sale, which will run from the 23rd of June right the way through to the 26th of June. So a 4-day window to get some really good discounts, and then another 10% on top with the discount code in the link below in the description. So really good chance for you to get some properly decent products at a really, really good price. Like I said, the Gaahleri Advanced Series Seeker is around £49 and the Rosemary is around £20. So we're going to be seeing what the difference is between this and this. So let's have a look inside the box at the Gaahleri Seeker. You get two dual action airbrush needles, the 0.3mm and the 0.5mm. On the back of the box, it gives you really good information, so it'll give you all your spare parts that you need if you need them at all, or replacements where you've used them, and yeah, so it's really good. So let's have a look at this. So this is just a piece of information from Gaahleri. These are their places and links that you can go to find them. They have also got a YouTube channel that we've linked with our channel, and we have the quick start guide in here. So opening this up quickly, it just tells you what the actions are, what airbrush spray effects are, the difference in caliber of the nozzles and the needles, how to disassemble and assemble the airbrush itself, a little bit more information about adding lubricants and stuff like that, and connecting it to air hoses and adding liquids into the nozzles. So that is in all different languages. So again, yep, all different languages, so you can buy it across the world and understand it. So first thoughts, it is a lovely looking piece of kit. Stunning, nice chrome effect finish with the gold bands around the around here, which is I think where it comes apart, which it does. Really, really nice effect there. It's very weighty. Very, very weighty, which obviously will help when you're airbrushing. And yeah, so we are going to have a look at this, and we are going to do a review on this. We are going to pop it up against the Rosemary. So this one I've been using for a while. Is a £20 airbrush from Amazon. It's not done me bad. I've made some really nice models with it, and I'm quite proud of it. So first of all, looking at it, you get your adapter with your Rosemary, you get your adapter with your Advanced Seeker. It is slightly longer, the Seeker to the Rosemary. It's a little bit thinner, which is quite nice. It's more pencil thickness rather than maybe a Sharpie thickness. The Rosemary has obviously got the air pressure valve here, whereas the Advanced Seeker hasn't. Now, I do use this sometimes, but not enough that I'd worry about missing it. Again, the Advanced Seeker has a lovely inscription on it, the Gaahleri name, and the Advanced Seeker in the middle, which is embossed. So that is really, really nice. It is a stunning looking piece of kit. This one feels a little bit light, a little bit sort of at the bottom of the market. This one feels really, really top class. Again, there is a difference there, I've just noticed. So the trigger on this one, after a while your finger starts to ache where you're pulling back the trigger, and it sort of sits and gets caught, and after a while you get the indent. But this one actually looks really nice. It's got a bulb shape, and it already feels a lot nicer because your finger actually sits in with it. That I think is a really nice touch from Gaahleri. Yeah, so we are going to put these up against each other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand these over to Leo, and Leo's going to have a look and tell you what he thinks of them. Remember, Leo is brand new to airbrushing. He's never done it before. So hopefully you will get your complete and utter beginner's review from Leo. So without further ado, Leo, this one is over to you.
Thanks, Dad. So we're going to start off with the Rosemary. So first of all, I do like the colour and the design of it. It looks quite nice. The redness kind of suits along with the grey. It's quite light. It's good for the price that it is, and the quality of it is nice considering the price tag that it was priced at. The trigger on it, obviously over time, as you can see, your finger would hurt from pulling it back. So yeah, that's my view on that one. Then we'll move to the Seeker. So first of all, it's a lot more heavy, so you're going to get a lot more precision with it. The style of it's quite nice considering like the metal, and still obviously the price tag is quite good for what you get it.
How much is that one?
So £49. The trigger on it's a lot more nicer, and obviously you're not going to get your finger as sore on there as you would on the Rosemary, because you can see the difference between the two triggers. Yeah, it's got weight to it, so when you airbrush, you're going to get more sort of precision with it. It feels a lot more nicer in the hand, and from where it's longer, it's more easy to rest, as that's with the Rosemary. It's harder to rest, as that's obviously with the Advanced Seeker, it's easier to rest.
So guys, we're just getting ready. We've decided to use this little kit. We just picked it up from Hobbycraft for £9, and it's the Academy 1/72 scale Spitfire. So we're going to use that one, and we'll give it a go on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this half with the Rosemary, and then we are going to do this half with the Advanced Seeker from Gaahleri. So guys, we're going to use the Kaleido acrylic primer in black. It is a matte colour. We've given it a shake, so we're going to put some in here, and we are going to see how that works with the Rosemary. So guys, we're ready to go. So I'm going to do this one. Leo's going to spray up this one, and then we're going to give you a review on what we think of both airbrushes. So let's go. So here we go. So this is the rosemary. I've been using this for a while. Just need to turn it. Right, so here we go. So it's taken a bit of time to come through. Like I say, I've used this airbrush quite a lot in the last year or so, and I have enjoyed using it. Well, there you go, guys. So the Kaleido paint primer is stunning. And yeah, it works okay. It's not too bad with the rosemary airbrush. But now we are going to let Leo have a go with it. So Leo, have you got a clip? Yeah. So guys, now Leo's going to give you a go with the rosemary and see how he goes with that. So you pull the trigger back to let the air come out, push it down and pull it back. There you go. Don't stay in the same position too long, just move across. How's that feeling?
It's spitting quite, I feel like it is not, it's coming out in sort of like splats instead of coming out in more of a steady stream.
Yeah. Okay, how's that looking? Fill it. Knock off. Okay, so that's not a bad effort for you.
Yeah.
First attempt.
Yeah.
Right, so as you can see, this is Leo's attempt here. He has done a tiny bit of pooling around here, which will dry and we won't lose too much detail. And then again, that's after about 5 minutes of drying already. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's ideal for beginners, so that's quite good. So we'll leave these up here to dry. We're over to the Gaahleri Seeker, Advanced Seeker. So, exactly the same paint. So here we go. Instantly, so much better. There's a smoother flow coming out. Do the second wing as well. Let's move that one out of the way. Nice coverage. It's really smooth, really clean. I'm not going to normally do this, but just to show you guys, it is so much nicer. So we're going to let Leo have a go with this one. I think that's fantastic. It's easy, clean cut. The finger trigger is nice. It's smooth. It doesn't hurt your finger. You can get a nice position with it when you're spraying. It's very high pressure as well. I mean, I've had to turn that one down compared to the rosemary, and even still with it turned down, you're still getting a really nice smooth finish to that, and that is absolutely stunning. I really like that. You can tell that's almost dry. Tiny bit there I've missed, but that is almost dry, and the finish on it, you've got all the detail there, all the raised, all the indented, it's all popping with that. The Kaleido paints as well are absolutely lovely, really nice. We will give Leo a go in a second. I just want to compare the two to the one I did. So this was the rosemary, and this is the Advanced Seeker. So the Advanced Seeker is on the right, is the winglet, and the underside of the wings is the rosemary, and by far this is superior. It's such a nice finish on that, nice clean smooth finish ready for your top coats. And this one is a little bit patchy, if you can see that, and a little bit blotchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to let Leo sit in the seat and let him have a go with the Advanced Seeker from Gaahleri. Right, Leo, you have a go. Tell everyone what you think of it. Back it up a bit. That's it. Give it a go. Slow it down. A little bit faster than that. Just. What do you think?
Already I can tell this a lot more smoother. It is not as splatty as the rosemary. But then considering the rosemary is cheap, and it is a cheaper one for beginners as well.
You can do the tails as well.
What are those bits?
Yeah, give them a go. Do the underside of there as well. There we go. Do you have more control with it?
Yeah. And the trigger,
airbrushing with it.
It feels quite nice, and the trigger is like a lot more easier to pull back.
Yeah. Do you find the control of the airflow better, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Right guys, so we're going to let these dry, we're going to set up some paint, and then we're going to do the top coats for them and see what they look like. Right guys, so we are going to use some of this Kaleido green, acrylic green. It is a water-based paint, 20mm pots, and we are going to use matte green to see how it comes out on the paint, on the primer that we've just done. So these paints are airbrush ready, and we are going to give the rosemary a go first. So this is the one I first did. So here we go. That's coming out quite nice. The difference between the rosemary and the Advanced Seeker is this one I have to use a lot more high pressure, and it is a lower pressured coming out of the airbrush. The Advanced Seeker, I have to turn the air pressure down, which gives me more time before the compressor kicks in. So it's not doing a bad job. Like I say, I've used this quite a lot recently over the last year, and I have enjoyed using it. And for a beginner, it is absolutely perfect. This is the first airbrush I've ever used, So for a beginner, with someone on a budget, sort of £20, it's really good. And it will help you understand how your airbrush works, how to clean them, and how to use them. And then once you've got the hang of it, you can then move up without spending a fortune. So again, this is the top coat after we put the primer down. And an airbrush that costs you £20, it's ideal. So there you go. Let's move this one out of the way. Here we go. So that's one coat of the Kaleido matte green over the matte primer from Kaleido. All part of the Gaahleri brand. And to be fair, it's not done a bad job with the rosemary. So now we're going to hand it over to Leo and see how he gets on with it. And let that dry. So Leo.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Right, so Leo, this is your first go at putting a colour over primer with the rosemary. See how you get on with that, mate. To build up the layers slowly. What do you think?
Well, the trigger is a little bit hard to hold.
What's the performance like? Just come away a little bit, that's it.
Performance isn't the best.
It has done me well though.
Yeah. For its price tag, it's decent.
Okay. Do the tail some more. Okay, that'll do for the first coat. Right. So that's Leo's first coat. I'll hold it up for you. Again, he is a beginner. He's not done this before, so it is kind of hard for him. Is it going to focus? So you've still got the detail in there. So all in all, the rosemary hasn't done a bad job. Right guys, so we're going to roll into the Advanced Seeker. We're going to put some paint in there. Again, not too much, just enough. And I'm going to do this one first. Oh, not the camera. So here we go. Again, a much smoother start. hardly any trigger being used for the paint. There you go, for one coat. That is beautiful. Let's do the other wing. I'm going to turn the pressure down just to show you guys what this is like at low pressure. So here we go. So I've moved that down to about 15 psi. So let's have a look. Again, so much better coverage. Even with the low pressure, what we are going to do is we will change the needle as well, so the smaller, I think, needle, and go with that. So what I'm going to do is let Leo have a go with the Advanced Seeker and see what he feels of this one.
Yeah.
So there you go, Leo. You have a go and see what you think. Back it up a bit. Right, there you go.
So already it's coming out a lot more nicer than the rosemary.
Bit back. Otherwise you get the cream ones like that.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to completely cover it straight away. You can go over it and then go over it again. That's it. So go from front to back, all the way to the back. There you go. And then go all the way to the front, and then go all the way to the back and keep layering it. So that's so much easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's half the time.
Yeah.
Do underneath and on top. So you've got some black still up here, black down there. What we'll do is we'll see if we can, once these are dry, we'll do a bit of panel lining with it and see what it's like with the panel lining. And we'll give that a go.
No.
So we'll let these dry and we'll see how we get on with some panel lining with both of them. So guys, just to show you quickly, this is the spray as it comes out of the Advanced Seeker. Just using up some excess paint that I had in there. So you can go down to quite thick. There you go, look at that. And then what we'll do is we'll do the same with the rosemary. Let's change them over quickly. So that's fully open. And then And take the, like we did, we've got enough paint in there. See the difference, guys? I'll show you. So with this was the Advanced Seeker. So you've got a nice cover area here, and then the closer you get a nice dark colour. And then when we took the end off to do some panel lining, we started off a little bit high and then we worked our way down, and you get a nice crisp line at the end. Whereas the Rosemary, it was a little bit paler and you couldn't get that sharpness. And then again, when we took the nozzle end off, the sharpness was not as good as the Gaahleri Seeker. We have finished all the testing on the two airbrushes. This is the final product from the Advanced Seeker, and it is absolutely stunning. We haven't varnished these because we haven't put it together yet, but the finish on that with their primer and their green is absolutely stunning. Again, we'll show you this one. This is the other wing we did. Absolutely beautiful. The Rosemary, well, it performed well. It's a bit blotchy, so you probably have to do a couple of coats with that one. But yeah, for beginners, I don't think you'd worry too much on that. For someone who's a little bit more advanced now, I would probably be looking for a finish more towards that. The Seeker itself, guys, it feels weighty. It feels like a expensive product, and it feels like it's manufactured in an expensive way. It has got their 6 airway technology on the nozzle, and it basically is their top of the range technology in their budget range. So that is an absolute bonus with that. So you are getting top of the range product for a fraction of the price with the Gaahleri. With the Rosemary, it is what it is. It's a cheap and cheerful airbrush that'll help everyone start off if they can't afford to go with the Advanced Seeker from Gaahleri. But like I said, if I gave this to Leo would get on with it. He would be able to do some nice models with it. But I think if I gave this one to Leo, he would be able to produce some stunning models with it and some brilliant finishes on his airbrushing. So we are, I think, going to retire the Rosemary, and we are going to stick with the Gaahleri Advanced Seeker series. So yeah, that is our review. That is our honest opinion. You can pick them up a little bit cheaper in the Amazon Prime deal on the 23rd to the 26th of June, plus the 10% that we can give you on top of that in the video. You'll get it at a steal. So my advice, or my opinion, is go for the Advanced Seeker, but if you really can't afford it, the Rosemary will give you a insight into airbrushing as well. But I probably will now retire this brush and solely focus on the Advanced Seeker. So a huge thank you to Gaahleri for sponsoring this video and helping us out with this. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to produce this video. So we are really pleased and proud to be using their product. So I'll pass you over to Leo now, and he'll give you his review, and we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, Leo, and what about the Advanced Seeker? How did you find that one?
So for the price of it as well, amazing. It's really good for obviously a beginner. I quite liked using it because it is longer, so it is easier to hold in the hand, and it is more heavier, so it's more easy to keep straight lines. The trigger on it is quite nice, and it's more easier to pull back because of the slight tilt to it.
Okay, so in your opinion, which one would you prefer to use?
It's quite hard, but I probably, if it was like me coming in as a new beginner, I probably would go for the Advanced Seeker, because just with the Rosemary it does look more complicated, as the Seeker looks less complicated,
And it's
I
easier
probably,
to use?
yeah, it's easier to use, and I would save up the money for it.
Okay, right, on that note, guys, if you can, go for the Seeker. If you can't, then the Rosemary will do the job. We've really enjoyed doing this with Gaahleri, and we thank them very, very much for giving us the opportunity to test out their product and give our honest opinion on them. So thank you very much to Gaahleri again, and thank you all for watching. This is all the information on the Advanced Series Seeker, and I hope you will enjoy using it if you buy one as much as we have. Don't forget to check out the links in the description on the 23rd to the 26th to get your Prime discounts and the discount code in the bottom. We've really enjoyed doing this, so thank you to everyone that's made this possible, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.